guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 64 of the Hearts of Midlothian Save, our bid to take the team to the top of Scottish football, and today is the day. We win this tie against Genk, and we will be in the Champions League group stage. I am so nervous ahead of this. I've been sitting here for at least 20 minutes, like fiddling, trying to put it off starting to record, but this is it. We can't put it off any longer. We have to get to this. You can see we aren't the favourites for this one, but we are in excellent form. Genk, they're going to be a good team, good young Belgian players. We don't really have much information on them, including a manager. Apparently they're managerless. This guy used to play for Swansea back in the day, I think, didn't he? In the Premier League. Now, according to our scouts, they're not playing this formation or that formation. They're kind of playing like where we are with number 10 in. Either way, that's how they played at home against Brøndby away. They went like this and absolutely destroyed them. So, yeah, I don't really know what to make of this. Now, there is one little piece of news since last episode. We haven't missed anything. We'd never game on the weekend. We sort of got given the weekend off. The one piece of news is that Hartford has signed a new contract with us, which on the surface of things is good. It's a 5-year deal. The problem that we have is that he was insistent on a release fee. And I couldn't get it up any higher than 13.25. So that's a good release fee, isn't it? But yeah, I don't like having really good young players with release fees. But he wanted a new contract. He was going to be unhappy if we didn't offer it to him. So we kind of had our hands tied a little bit on that one. But this is the team that we're sending out for this one, away from home. So we want to try and get goals if we can. So Teddy Smith in goal. Dimitri Mitchell comes in as an attacking fullback to try and get forward. That's his strength. His who name we cannot say. Coping and Usi Tutu on support as the right back. Cochrane and Dominguez go in midfield. It's Jones, Hartford and Clare with Uche up top. Come on, please. So they've changed up the formation again. This is not what the scouts thought. They haven't played like this against Brøndby, so I don't really... maybe we're just getting respect. Who knows? What do we want to say this? Do it for the fans? I don't know. I need to give it to my sister. I'm too nervous to talk. We're the underdogs. Let's give the fans a performance. What if we go... we've got nothing to lose here. Show them what we're capable of. We'll just try and keep it calm. I won't go with passion because I don't want to... I don't want to ruin it. Please, boys. I want this so badly. I really, really want it. And, I'm going to be so disappointed if we end up dropping down into the group stage of the Europa League again. Alright, we saw against Rapid Vienna. We got 2 away goals, and that really put us in good stead to go home and win the tie. Can we do the same thing here? We did do some work in training with the weekend off. I did use that to do a little bit of work on defending and attacking corners as sort of a cheap source of goals for attacking and obviously not wanting to concede cheap goals. Hartford with a good ball up there for Clare. Do we have Uche in the middle? Can Clare dig out a good cross here? He can. It's a whipper. Oh, Uche! What a cross from Sean, Clare and Uche. Just wasn't there to apply the finish. Come on, boys. Let's keep our heads here. This guy, I think, could be the danger man. Pozzillo or something. He played for Swansea in the Premier League, so he's decent. The problem is all these they're going to have just good young players all throughout their team. There's a couple of them that we scouted. I think they're a club that is roughly on our level, certainly financially. Oh, this is bad, and we're 1-0 down. 3 minutes in, we just got caught out defensively. We did work on defensive, engaged and disengaged, defending and training as well. But you wouldn't know it from that, would you? He just ran off. Is that Dominguez, and we just couldn't get there. Well, we did get there, but then everybody just left. We just left Pancil or whatever his name is. Open, and that's not good. That's not good. But it's all about if we can get away goals. Away goals are important for us here. Can we win that? We can. Dimitri Mitchell's there. It's a good ball for Lewis Hartford. He goes through the middle. Can he find... It's Uche out there. Now, can Uche dig out across, please? It's a good ball in again. It's headed away. Cochrane's going to pick that up, though. Out for Usi Tutu on the overlap. He gets the ball. It's loose in the area. Hartford's there. For Usi. What's Uche doing there? It's in! Curtis Jones! It's an Uche assist. We never see those. And it's 1-1. And we pegged them back almost immediately. His first goal of the year. And that is absolutely amazing. Excellent, excellent stuff. Hartford just couldn't quite bring under control, but found Uche in space, digs out across, and it's a good header. Where was that from Uche? We could have been 1-0 up. But 1-1 is okay, because as I said, away goals are king here. I don't care if it was offside, because it wasn't given, and that's the only thing that matters. Now, if we keep our heads defensively here, it looks as though we're away from home here are proving to be sort of at least their equals, which is good. This is good. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Here we go with Mitchell. Dominguez. He's got a little bit of space to run into. Can he find a finish? He lays it off for Curtis Jones. He turns. He finds space. He shoots and it's under the keeper and it's 2-1. It's 2-1. Dominguez with the assist this time. Curtis Jones and some questionable goalkeeping give us a 2-1 lead. It's 2 away goals. Are we going to the group stage? Oh, that would be, it is, I said it last episode, it's game-changing. That money could really change the game for us. The keeper was going the right, it's not good goalkeeping. His angles were all wrong. He was going the wrong way. He was too far across. He didn't need to be that far across. And again, I don't care if it was offside because it wasn't given. He whose name we cannot say has picked up a bit of a knock. Now, we do have Porty O'Connor on the bench, and we know that he and Coping play okay together, so it wouldn't be the worst thing. But we just want to keep an eye on how that's going for us. A little bit too much space out there for Dimitri Mitchell allowing. It's a good finish. It's a really good finish, isn't it? We'll tell him to show some passion. That's one of those, there's not too much you can do about that. Could Dimitri Mitchell have been a little bit closer to his man? He cut inside. I'm wondering if we need to put a DM in. Oh, it's a stunning finish, isn't it? I'm not sure we have players that can do that, to be honest. We can welly them in, but I don't know if we can do that. Maybe Dominguez could do something like that. Here we go. Come on, boys. He's whose name we cannot say. Comes forward. Oh, Dimitri Mitchell. He's got a little bit of space to run into now. He's running into a little bit of a cul-de-sac there. Lays it off for Sean Clare. What can he do? Oh, it's a poor pass. It's a poor pass. Come on, boys. Just relax. Just relax. Can we put a bit of pressure on here? Uche's done just that. It's a flick on. Can we get to that? Harry Cochrane's there. He's done okay, but he can't keep possession. He's all alone, this guy. Surely he's not going to... Oh, Jesus. I don't think Teddy Smith knew much about that. And we are just looking a little bit like the second best team right now. It's bouncing around and it's going a little bit wrong for us. Okay, we need to think about this. Let's try that. I'm wondering if we need to stick a DM in. We've just fallen to pieces. We went 2-1 up and we sort of stopped playing. Or maybe they just woke up. Maybe we've angered them. I mean, that's a little bit unlucky. Could Teddy Smith have maybe done a little bit better? Come on, boys. Let's demand more here. Let's demand more. The other thing I'm wondering is let's maybe take it off, exploit the flanks. And we might just play with a little bit more width. There seems to be a lot of space through the middle as well. I thought when I saw the sort of the two banks of four that maybe we'd want to go wide, but I'm not convinced we do. We've been okay. I always go as far as say we've been a little bit unlucky. I do wonder if Dimitri Mitchell, if it's just not a game for him, should we have gone a little bit more conservative in midfield perhaps? I'm going to say I'm not pleased. We've got players that are playing well, but I mean, really, it's the 2 goals from Jones. Dominguez has had a decent game, but nobody else is really covering themselves in glory, are they? He whose name we cannot say is recovered, so maybe he's got a bit of a kick in the shin or something. I don't like the body language, but we'll get back out there and just see what we can do here, how we start the half. Oh, it's a good tackle. Good tackle there from, I think it was Cochrane. I was just looking at the possession for a second there. I missed it. Get creative. Claire's not having a good game. Neither is Mitchell. We do have Lancaster on the bench. I'm wondering if it's maybe one for him. Claire's been wonderful at the start of this year, but he's just not come out today. Dominguez on a booking makes me slightly nervous. Usi Tutu's having a poor day, as is Bobby Coping. The problem with Usi Tutu is that we have a bit of a crisis at right back. We don't really have... I mean, McIntosh is the backup. Cat toy feather in my nose. Is the backup, but he's not really a natural in the position. He can play it, but he's not a natural by any means. Maybe we just need to bite the bullet, though, and make the change. Come on, boys. Show some passion here. Show some passion. Here we go. Can we do something here? Uche, can he get onto that? He gets the flick on, but he's a little bit isolated up there in that situation, and nothing comes of it. Can we get this goal kick? Oh, what have we done? Usi Tutu needs to come off. He's Usi Tutu, isn't it? He's having a nightmare. Mitchell's there. He's not really there, though. He's kind of in the area, but not really. Usi Tutu heads it clear. It's not good enough, and it's missed. But we have to take Usi Tutu off. He's not playing well. He's a liability out there right now. I'm wondering, coping as well, Cochrane. We're going to bring Davey Turnbull on for Cochrane. Again, he's not having a good day. I know he's motivated, but it's no good being motivated and crap. Is a 3-2 loss the worst thing? It's probably not. Let's try to encourage. I don't like the anxiousness there. Is there another goal? We've done well. We really have done well. But I would love to get a 3-3 out of this if we can. Is there going to be a goal in this for us? Oh, come on, boys. Have we seen enough here to think we can go back home and overturn this? 20 seconds to go. We just had that end of the first half. Look at that. We went ahead and then we just fell asleep at the end of the first half. And that looks as though it's going to cost us what should have been a really, really good result. But it's not the worst, and it's not the worst performance either. Their goalkeeper's been one of the best players on the field. One of their guys has had an absolute just day out, hasn't he? Some wonderful strikes there, and he's a really good player. This is what I was worried about. Players that are just maybe a little bit ahead of where we are right now. I'm going to say unlucky, I think. The team performance was okay. It's just individually we let ourselves down, I think. Some individual mistakes, a bit of poor finishing in there as well. Jones stars. He was good, wasn't he? 2 goals from him. Oh, it's a very tight, it's tense. We'll be back for the second leg, guys, and I'll play through the Inverness game. Alright, I feel sick. Welcome back. This is absolutely huge. It's the biggest game, I think, of the save so far. What lies at the end of this 90 minutes is basically untold riches for a club of our size. So, it's going to be big. It's going to be nervy. But before we get to this, let's have a look at how we did in between games here in the league fixture against Inverness. Aaron Hickey opened the scoring, tapping home a Rian Brewster cross on 35 minutes. And it was the 2 new boys who combined for our second, with Brewster finding Lancaster in space and continuing his run into the box to apply the finish at the back post. Inverness pulled one back after half-time, but we hung on for the 3 points. So there you go, we did get the job done, though it was a little bit closer than it probably should have been at half-time. Hickey and Brewster with the goals. You can see we had more of the ball, we created more, we had more of the highlights as well, to be honest. We just didn't put them away, and it didn't cost us, but it so easily could have. There was a goal disallowed for Porty O'Connor as well. It was offside from a free kick, which, look, there was someone offside. I'm not convinced it was Porty O'Connor, though, but it's okay. Rian Brewster had a great game. It's good to see him sort of starting to click. You saw Lancaster had a role and a goal as well. Very much a rotated team as well. Dimitri Mitchell was the only sort of first team player, or Teddy Smith, that you would expect to be in the first team that played this one. And that's because we do want to go with a more conservative left back in this one with Greg Taylor. Let's have a look at what we're expecting from them. We saw just before. We still don't have really any information on the way they play necessarily. And we're not even necessarily expecting them to play in this formation. But we can see there their heat map and their passing network and key passes. So we'll take that for what it's worth. But this is the team that we are sending out. It is Teddy Smith in goal. It's Taylor, the name we cannot say, Coping and Usi Tutu as a back 4. Lang is back fit, but not really. And Darnell Johnson is just about a week away. So Usi Tutu's service is almost done, but we do just need him to get through this one more game here for us. It's Cochrane and Dominguez in midfield. It's Jones, Hartford and Clare in behind Uche. We did okay in that first leg. We just need to defend a little bit better. So they have changed their formation, and this is how they played against, was it Brøndby when they absolutely destroyed? No, it wasn't. They had the narrow 4 diamond thing, didn't they? So we're matching up man for man. There's a big part of me that wants to drop Cochrane back into a DM and Hartford back into midfield, but we'll stick with this for now, and we'll see how it goes. Robinson says do it for the fans. I'm going to say go out there and impress me, I think. No, go out there and enjoy yourselves tonight, boys. Go out there and enjoy yourselves. This is a big game on the big stage. Enjoy it. If you enjoy it, you'll probably play well. And here we go. Now, if things go well here, there's still a week to go in the transfer window. And I do think, a part of me, I think maybe goalkeeper. I think we've seen enough from Teddy Smith to know that he's not ready to take this step up with us here. I don't think Maurice is ready just yet. I do wonder if goalkeeper is where we need to look. Ooh, we need to close that man down, don't we? If that's where we need to look to strengthen. What I don't want to do is go and blow all the Champions League money, should we get it, on one player, that we don't end up really using or whatever. So we're going to be a little bit cautious of that. Here we go with Uche. This is looking okay. He plays it back there for Cochrane, for Hartford. We're pinging it around okay here. Can Jones find a cross? It's a decent one in for Clare, but he can't quite get there, and I don't like this at all. They're coming the other way. Oh, Dominguez has nicked it. As things stand, 1 goal's enough. 1-0 is enough, but that would be heartbreaking, wouldn't it, to go at 1-0. Clare! Oh, what a goal from Sean Clare! That is a worldie. It's a goal of the season contender, if not winner already. A minute and a half in, and that is incredible. We will take that and run. That reminds me, actually, Sean Clare's early goal against Rapid Vienna was the quickest goal in the club's history. Was certainly in the game. And look at that from Sean Clare. I said we didn't have anybody on our team that could do that in the first leg. Sean Clare's just proved me wrong. Yes, we do, and his name is Sean Clare. What a goal. What a goal. Is that enough? Oh, is that going to be enough? Come on, come on. Taylor, in for Hartford. Can we get a second here? Taylor, back post for Jones off the post. Oh, we missed. How have we missed? We've hit the post, and then the rebound. Jones has sent it straight across the face of goal, and there was no one there at the back post. Let's demand more again. I think I hit demand more. My hand is shaking. I literally shaking here. All right, Teddy Smith. We really need another goal, don't we? Because as things stand right now, if we were to concede that 96-minute heartbreak goal, it would send us out and down into the Europa League. Oh, I can barely talk. I can't think. I'm a little bit dizzy. Come on, Hartford. Hopefully it's not a stroke. Hopefully it's just nerves. There we go. Come on, Usi Tutu. A bit of quality, mate. It's headed away. It's there for Dominguez. Can he bend one? Dominguez! Just over the bar. Not quite where we wanted it to be. Come on, boys. Let's demand a little bit more again. Uche's looking nervous. We do have McNeil on the bench. I've given up on... Oh, look at this. We've had 10 shots and only 1 on target. I've given up on Innes Cameron for now. We had another poor game against Inverness, so we're going to give McNeil sort of the backup role on the bench for now. There's a nice ball for Dominguez into space. Can he find a teammate here? He's gone back for Taylor. This is fine. Let's just keep possession where we can. Hartford in for Clare. Shoot! Back for Hartford. Cochrane's in space. He finds Clare again, drifting in field. Clare in for Curtis Jones. Usi Tutu go on a run, mate. There it is. Can he find Uche? It's a good ball. It's Uche. It's bouncing around. It's Sean Clare. It's a great save. And on the rebound! Sean Clare. He's the hero of Europe already. It's his 5th goal of the year. And it is 4-3 on aggregate. We have the advantage on away goals. And... oh, is it happening? Is it happening? What do we want to say? Oh, I hate saying concentrate, but concentrate, boys. It's a good save, first time of asking, but Clare kept his head, unlike Curtis Jones just minutes earlier, and he does indeed double the lead. I know you're overwhelmed. Just please concentrate, boys. Concentrate. Do we go with the DM now? Is that what we need to do? We've got into half-time. We've absolutely dominated the game, and I want to say it's looking good, but it could all go so wrong. It's one of these things we can only stuff it up from here, and it's the hope that kills you, boys. Assertively, I cannot stress this enough. Do not get complacent. Do not let your performance levels drop. Just keep doing what you are. Do not for a second think about the glories that await us if we can get through this next 45 minutes. Uche, come on, mate. Oh, we need a little bit more from you. Just a little bit more. He's the only one, and you do wonder of those missed shots. There's probably a way we can find out, isn't there? Heart stats of these missed shots. How many of these are Uche? Uche. He's put 33% on target, so he's not the worst. Looks like Curtis Jones. Well, we saw 2 of those missed shots, didn't we? So, all right. Do we want to change anything? I don't think we do. And here we go. The only thing I'm thinking about is Cochrane back into a DM. They're looking nervous and anxious. You should be looking nervous and anxious, boys. You're crashing out of Europe. Well, not out of Europe, out of the Champions League. All right. Keep our heads here, please, boys. Well, it's a loose-ish pass, but it's there. Oh, if they score now, it's nervous, isn't it? If they score now, come on, boys. Come on. Ball in. Away. Oh, can we get there first? Usi Tutu's there. He clears it. Can we get onto that? Go on, Uche. Pick it up. Oh, it's a heavy touch, and Uche's not there, but Jones is there. Jones pounces. Can we hit them on the break? We should probably be playing on the break. Here goes Uche. Here goes Uche. Here goes Uche. Oh, he's missed it, and he had Sean Clare on the hat-trick at the back post as well. Oh, this is... I can't handle this. Ball in. Uche, he's missed it again. It's handballed. I think... Do we call it on Uche? Do we bring McNeil on? We've won that well with Greg Taylor. He just is such a better defensive player, isn't he? Here we go with Clare, the hero so far. Dinks in across. It's back post. It's down. It's round. And Dominguez! Oh, it's a shocking defensive clearance in there by the Genk defender. And it's 3-0 on the night. It's Dominguez's first of the season. And it is 3-0. 5-3 on aggregate now. If they were to, well, basically, if they need to get 2 goals, and that would just sort of count. That's a horrible header. I don't know what the defender there is doing. Let's give them some praise. I think we've earned that now. We need to try and kick them on to the next level here. And we've come straight back. Oh, should I have told them to concentrate or tighten up or something else? Why have I praised them, you moron, Aussie villain? Come on, boys. Keep your heads here. Keep your heads here. Keep your heads here. No, we've let him run too far. It's a good tackle from Coping as it is. He's whose name we cannot... Oh, he's given a penalty. It's no penalty. Okay. It was a good tackle from Coping. We're going to take Uche off. No one. We can't find a striker to play well for us this season. Is McNeil the man? Can he make his mark in Europe? Let's demand more. Let's not rest on our laurels here. Come on, boys. Oh, we're half an hour away. We're half an hour. Taylor, bring it down, mate. Nicely done. Here we go. It's Claire. Come on, mate. He's got space to run into. So much space. He goes, looks wide. Usi Tutu. It's overhit slightly, but he gets to it. It's a good ball in. McNeil turns, shoots. Jones, and it's 4-0. And surely now that is it. Surely that is it. Curtis Jones, his 3rd goal in the tie. Makes it 6-3 on aggregate. 4-0 on the night. And boys, I think we're going to the Champions League group stage. The money this could bring in. Hopefully, we'll finally get a new stadium as a Champions League club. Let me know what you think in the comments. How do we spend this money? Long term, we need a bigger stadium to compete with Celtic and Rangers. We can't rely on Champions League money every year, I don't think. McNeil! Oh, it's there! And Clare gets his hat-trick. Is it given? And the referee hasn't moved. I think it's been given. It's his 50th goal. It's his 50th goal for Hearts. Well done, Sean Clare. What a player he has been for us. Not always first choice, but always there, isn't he? Popping up, scoring the big goals. It's a cracking save from McNeil's header. He's unlucky. Hartford's pushing the line of offside, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. All right, let's maybe rest some of the first teamers here. Let's bring Turnbull on for Cochrane. For Cochrane. And let's bring on... Who else do we want to bring on here? Let's leave it, actually. Let's leave that. We do have a game coming up midweek against... Or not midweek, this is midweek. On the weekend against Wraith. So we'll keep some players fresh for that. We'll just praise them all the way home. Oh, to think I was nervous before this game. It's 5-0, and we're going to win the Champions League at this rate. Look at them. It's just a bunch of nervous-looking Belgians. Go and have some waffles, boys, because you're out of the Champions League. Come on, let's not give them a consolation goal. Let's really rub their noses in the maple syrup here. Come on. Oh, Claire's nicked that. What a performance this has been from Sean Clare. I'm getting carried away now because I'm getting emotional. But it's almost the best individual performance I've seen from a Hearts player this game from Sean Clare. What a performance it's been. McNeil, oh, you could see what he was looking for. Just didn't quite click. Is this going to be... No, it's not. Look at that. They're rattled. They're just passing it to the maroon shirts. Here we go with Curtis Jones. It's a good ball. Oh, it's there. It's there for Clare, and he's got 4. Sean Clare, what a game this has been. 4 goals for Sean Clare, and that's it. We're making him a statue. He's got to get a statue. Let's praise them again. And all rise, all hail Lord Sean Clare of Midlothian. Get in, boys. Oh, look at that. I don't know if that was supposed to happen, if it's a glitch in the game, but that's just how good he is. The net is just even bowing down for him. It was a tidal wave of just greatness as that ball hit the net. You can have your consolation now, boys. It doesn't matter. It's 6-0. It's 6-0. 8-3 on aggregate. And we're still not done yet. Can we make it 7? 7th heaven for Hearts. Come on, boys. Let's nick this. That's a horrible clearance. We've picked it up with Greg Taylor. They have fallen to pieces in front of our eyes here. Turnbull knocks one in. Can Clare get 5? Oh, boo. And now this is looking a little bit like an end-of-game highlight, isn't it? Keeper lumps it forward to nobody. That's just what we've done to them. We've just ground them into submission, haven't we? Oh, I was really, really nervous before this game. I didn't know if I'd stuffed up the tactics in the first game. I didn't know whether I needed to change something for the second game. Not at all. Class shows through. McNeil's there. He can't quite get on the end of the cross, though. And we've done this without really a striker that's contributed. And that should be that. Rise as one, boys. We are going to the Champions League group stage. That's how I feel doing the star jumps. There it is, boys. Hey! 35 shots on goal. That is one hell of a performance. A 9.9 from Sean Clare. 4 goals and an assist. I'm going to say don't get complacent because that's probably what would happen. But we're going drinking, boys. We're going drinking. Hearts overturn first leg defeat. We win the playoff. Bonuses paid out for getting to the group stage. That was part of sort of the 2 guys that we signed this year. Classy Clare. I tell you what, we didn't need Lancaster, did we? I don't know why I've signed him. We've already got the best left midfielder in the world football. Evans is looking at Greg Taylor, Cochrane and Hartford for Scotland. Here's whose name we cannot say is being looked at for England. And we have £14 million essentially in the bank. And look what that does for the finances. 20 million in the bank. What do we spend it on? We're running a little bit low on wage budget, but maybe we could get a little bit more. Oh, this is so exciting. We're going to be in the Champions League, boys. That's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe because we will be back next episode. First of all, we're going to find out our group for the Champions League. And if that's not worth coming back for, I don't know what is. And we'll come back. I'm hoping we can maybe do Celtic and the first Champions League group game. Maybe this Aberdeen game will get moved. But we'll come back for... It'll definitely be the first Champions League game. And we'll try and squeeze the Celtic game in there as well, I think. But that's all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. Go and bling up because we're in the European Champions League. Take care.